All right, thanks for joining us for another Spin That Shit podcast. Today's guest is Rachel Brooke. I want to talk to her about her music and touring, her new projects coming up. She let me in on a little secret. Maybe it will happen, maybe it won't. She might be doing a little bluegrass in the future, a little different. So that's great. Just recently saw her at Muddy Roots Festival. Great performance. We'll talk a little bit about that. My voice is still hoarse since then, so hopefully I don't put you to sleep with that. So let's go talk to Rachel. But first, I will say, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all our social media platforms. We're on YouTube. This podcast is available anywhere, so tell your friends. So, Spotify, iTunes, you name it, we're there. So, all right, let's get to the interview. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nice.
Can you hear me?
Yep. You got cat troubles like I do. They always jump up here in front of me.
Yeah, this is Dan.
Dan the cat?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Right on. I'm actually rolling right now.
Oh, okay.
So don't pick your nose or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
it was good to meet you at Muddy Roots. I didn't get to talk long or whatever because it's chaos out there, but
yeah, it is.
it's a good time.
Did you was that your first time?
No, it's my third actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Try to go back next year, see how it goes. So I just wanted to talk to you about your music and your most current record. I really dig. I like to start with the first time for people that come on, kind of give us a background of where you're from and kind of your influences, how you got started with music.
Yeah. Well, I started a long time ago. Let's see. My dad was a bluegrass picker. He was a banjo picker, and my mom played the upright, and so I grew up in a bluegrass family, and so I always kind of heard country and bluegrass music. So it's always just kind of been there. And then I started playing piano when I was really young. My dad and somebody gave him a piano, and so I took lessons, and I learned that, and then I started playing guitar when I was around 14 or so, or 13 or 14, and I was just kind of strumming chords and learning stuff, And then my dad eventually asked if I wanted to play in his band. I was probably around 17 or 18. And so that's kind of where that whole thing, performing, started, learning actually how to perform and play for people, and actually put in the work and stuff like that was right. With my dad and playing with him. So it's been a while.
Yeah, I've noticed you share online a lot of bluegrass, Jimmy Martin and things. I've seen the things you post. I'm like, her music isn't quite like that. So I knew you had some influences elsewhere for sure.
Oh, yes. I love bluegrass, and I love Jimmy Martin and the Osborne brothers. Those are probably my favorite two bluegrass.
Really? Yeah. I've seen Bobby Osborne play. We have Bill Monroe's Music Park. I'm from Indiana, so I'm 30-40 minutes away from Bean Blossom.
Oh yeah, yep. My dad played that a lot. He played that. He went there a lot in the 70s and stuff like that.
Really?
That's so cool. Yeah, yep.
It's a cool place. In fact, that's they're big. They're pitting the Bill Monroe's Bluegrass Festival and Uncle Penn Days together this year because the way the schedule worked out, and it's next week down there, but I can't make it. Well, it's a whole week long of stuff, but the main night next Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
There's where I heard the most haunting bluegrass thing that's ever probably been. I mean, I had goosebumps all over my body. So picture this: go in there. Night has came. It's quiet. You hear all the bugs, the locusts. You're amongst the trees, and the stage is lit up, and it's Ralph Stanley, and he does "Oh Death."
Oh yeah.
And I mean, that place, everyone shut up. Like there was no talking, and everyone was just focused. It was the
That
crazy
would be so
feeling.
cool.
Yeah,
Yes. That would be so cool to see that.
it was a good time. So outside of that, what other country artists were you listening to? The
Well,
past decade.
let's see. It always like changes. Like I have this thing where I get sort of like super hyper focused on something. So like I can say that like I've had eras of my life.
Yeah,
Like I've had the Hank Williams. Um, so like I was really obsessed with Hank and I still love him, of course, he's like one of my all-time favorites.
right.
But then like after Hank, I went through this like Carter family thing. I was really into the Carter family. And then I got into Fats Domino,
Yeah,
which isn't really country, but I just really got obsessed with him. I just really loved his stuff. And then after Fats, well, it's just the thing. It's like I still love him, you know what I mean? But
right.
it's just those were like my like moments in my life where I was just like super obsessed. And then I also I got into like Jerry Lee Lewis, especially like his country stuff. And then like there was a Johnny Cash. I mean, like it's like Johnny Cash. I feel like is actually kind of underrated. Like like he's such a everybody knows Johnny Cash, but like I feel like they don't dig deep enough because like
Right.
I have everything by Johnny Cash, and
There's more than just the Ring of Fire.
yeah, and yeah, he's got. I mean, he's probably one of my favorites, and George Jones. Like I'd say, George Jones is probably who I'm into the most right now.
Yeah.
So
Going
he's
down
like,
the rabbit hole on George.
oh yeah. So it just kind of like I go through all the. I like all kinds of country music, but um, yeah, I don't know. George is the guy right now. So
I think his voice is, I mean, obviously it's all opinion, but he might have the best country voice ever.
Oh yeah.
No one can, anyone that tries to duplicate it, they're not even close.
Yeah.
It's too hard to do.
I know. Yeah, I know. He's definitely like the best singer.
Yeah.
And I like it because he's not like, what I like about George Jones and actually like a lot of country singers is that like when you hear him sing, they're not like trying, like, or, they're not like trying too hard. They're just fucking singing with their own voice in their own way. And it's like, they're not like trying to do tricks. They're not trying to like, sing with a bunch of vibrato Willie Nelson did that at one point in his career, but like, they're not trying, they're just being themselves and singing with their own voice, just like it is. And I feel like that's how I sing. Like, I don't try too hard to like do anything fancy. I just sing. So I think that's why I like them. I like Hank for that. I like George Jones for that. I like Johnny Cash for that, like they have their own style and voice. And I think that's really why people dig it. Honestly, like you can sense the authentic voice, right. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm with you. I agree 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely a Johnny Cash fan.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I hear that in your voice too, in your songs. I can see.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, like I'm not like a trained singer by any means. I just sing like how I sing, So, and I respect people who do that. I really look up to people who do that. So I'm glad that you say that too, because that's how I want to be,
Right.
Thing.
So you're Michigan, right?
Yes.
Your whole life?
Yeah, I lived in Michigan my whole life. Yeah, I moved around Michigan, like different parts. But yeah, always lived here.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah.
So this album, your latest album, The Loneliness in Me,
mm-hmm.
that that title track, that's a good one. That's my favorite one on the record.
Thanks,
And
man.
I was upset you didn't have vinyls at Muddy.
I did.
Oh
I
man.
I brought them. I sold out of all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
at Muddy though?
Yeah. Yeah. I was on the road for, like a few days before that. And I brought a lot. I was just like, well, I'll be happy, but I sold out at Muddy Roots. I had a lot there and it was all gone by the time I
Yeah,
was done. So I'm sorry that you missed out. I do
I know.
have more, I have, if I got them on my website and stuff like that,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I'll definitely get one.
yeah. So where are you at in Indiana?
I am just south of Indianapolis, really. I'm in Greenwood. So it's just south
Okay.
central, just right off
Yeah.
65.
Because we're doing a couple small, runs throughout like the fall and stuff. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm playing in Indiana coming up. So
Did we talk about Dukes?
I think so. I'm not playing Dukes this time around.
Okay.
But I know that they're on the map, like in my mind,
Well, if you're
So
close.
I gotta get there. Yeah, but I feel like I'm coming to around that area though. But either way, like I'm gonna get through there, and then long story short, you can pick up a vinyl there.
Yeah.
Or
I like to buy them in person so I can get them
yeah,
signed.
yeah.
Right on. So tell me a little more about that, the album. Do you write like me and my buddy, we always talk about the writing process because to me, to make good music, first and foremost, the lyrical content has to be there. You can write the best sounding thing, but if you're not speaking to me in a way, then it's just okay.
Yeah.
So can you talk to me about your writing process?
Yeah. So I gotta say every song kind of comes out different, but I do care very much about what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I'm always trying to be better than what I've done before. Like I don't ever want to settle for anything that's cheap or cliche.
Right.
So it's very important for me to have good lyrics. It's the most important thing because you can never fail with that. But I don't know, like every song is different, like the way it comes out. Like been working on some new ones, and most of the time I'm inspired. Like it's like I get inspired by maybe something that I hear somebody say, or yeah, it's just kind of like, actually that's where all my songs start, is like just having a conversation with somebody, and like they say something that sort of like makes me like think about, okay, that was kind of a cool way to say that, or it makes me have like some vision of like a story that I could do. I don't know. But yeah, I get inspired by things I hear and situations I'm in. And then I sit down and I have to really focus, because for the most part, nowadays, my songs don't come out fast. A lot of people I don't know if it's really a good thing or a bad thing, but a lot of people say that they can write a song within 30 minutes. And I have done that before, but I really, really scrutinize everything that I say, everything I want to say. So it takes a while. Like sometimes like a song will take a couple days, sometimes it'll take weeks, sometimes it's taken like months for me to perfect it. So I just kind of work on it slowly until I feel like it's done.
When you're coming up with those lyrics, do you have a guitar in hand, or are you just writing these out first? Just writing.
In the beginning, it's both. I kind of get like a quick melody, like the melody comes very easy. Usually like the melody just comes out. I don't know where it comes from. It just comes from somewhere. And then I will kind of come up with like the first verse or the first line with a melody in mind. So I have like a starting point. And then after I have that, then I put the guitar down and then just work on the lyrics. And then when I'm done with the lyrics, I'll put it all together,
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
mhm.
See, I think that's why I love music so much. I just I can appreciate it because I want to do it, and I can't. I suck. So I'm like, I love everyone else that can do it.
Yeah. Well, you could do it. I mean,
I
do you
could,
play?
but no one's gonna listen to it. Pretty much. I play a little banjo for fun, but that's it.
Yeah, that's good. I got a couple banjos. They were my dad's. My dad passed away a couple years ago, so I got a couple of his banjos, and I'm learning a little bit. Banjo is fun. I'm not like at all where I'd like to be or where was, but it's fun. They're fun to play.
Right. I'm assuming 3-finger
Yeah, I want to learn
drugs.
3-finger style. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can kind of learn, like I was taking, I shouldn't say taking lessons, but I was like watching like this guy on YouTube who teaches really well. And I was like learning a few of those kinds of styles. And I also like have memories of like how it, and playing with my dad, I can hear it. But I do like this weird, like hybrid style thing. It's almost like half 3-finger, half claw hammer style. It's like, I can't remember, like it's actually, there is some term for it, but I don't know, I like it a lot. But it's not really either 3-finger or claw hammer. It's like both.
Kind of a mix.
Yeah, but I do want to get better at like 3-finger style for sure.
Yeah. I play a little bit of both styles, but I'm really drawn to the claw hammer, old timey
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
So
that's cool.
more
Yeah.
folk.
Yeah.
Um,
I really like, I'm the opposite. Like I like claw hammer and stuff, but I like the 3 fingers. Like to me, like that's banjo picking. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, it's a driving sound when you get it rolling.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Um, that's great. Yeah, you need to put some more banjo on these albums now.
Actually, I am going to.
That's great.
I really want to. Like, I mean, I love bluegrass and I love country, and it's probably pretty easy to put them together, but I have I kind of want to maybe just, maybe do a few songs with banjo, but then I just want to release like a banjo, I'm sorry, a bluegrass EP or something, just to like concentrate on it and just do like a really good job on like bluegrass, like a bluegrass EP, and then just kind of get that out of the way, and then just more, and then concentrate on the country stuff. You know what I mean? Because to me, they're pretty separate things. You can mix them up, but I like keeping them separate, I think. But
that would make for a great show, though, a live show.
yeah,
You got a good mix and changing it up on people.
That's exactly what I think. That's exactly, like I would love to have a banjo player in my live show, and I would like a banjo player that didn't just play banjo, but who played like other instruments. So I was trying to talk to Daniel. I'm trying to convince him to play.
Sorry, Coleman, I'm leaving.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that. But like he did mention, like if he's not working with anybody and he has time, that he'd be interested. So we'll see. But seriously, like I would love to play. I'd love to have a banjo player, and he is really good. Like he's like way up there good. So that would be cool. If anything, I'll see if he'll play on my record.
Yeah,
get
I'm
him
sure he'd do that.
Yeah,
I hung out with those guys on Monday and gave them a place to crash for the night.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So, good guys.
Oh yeah, I played with them. What was it? Almost like a week ago, and Hamtramck, which is kind of near Detroit. It's kind of in Detroit, but I played a show with them there, and that was just really cool. They were just such sweet guys, and working hard, and it was cool. They put on a good show, and it was great. It was really fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that. I was hoping that you were like jumped on to that kind of tour, and when they came through here, I was hoping you'd be playing too. They didn't have an opener that night. The promoter didn't do his job, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, there's so many things.
It happens.
Like, yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff happens out there. You can't control it,
Yeah. So, yeah, I think mixing those two would be great for live, because you do have those slower type songs, like I said on that post, that put a tear in your beer type song.
Yeah.
Country like that. Then you could turn around and wake them all up with some fire banjo song,
Yep. That's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly it. Yeah.
One of the lyrics you were talking about, in the Loneliness and Me, you said Nashville called.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a true story?
Kind of. So, a lot of my lyrics are exaggerated, but not really. Like, so, like I said, like I get inspired and I'll create something from those things. So, kind of. And mostly it was sort of mostly just a joke though. It was mostly just like a um place to talk about how like like how as a musician, that's like the ultimate goal for a lot of people. Like, but where have I been? I've been perfecting my domesticated grin. So like that I've been at home with a child and like, you know what I mean? So it was just kind of like setting the story a little bit more, but there's like some truth to it, but like that little section of that song, but mostly it's just kind of a joke. Like mostly it's just having fun.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I would want to. I mean, it's fun to visit, but I don't, and maybe work with people down there, but I wouldn't want to. I don't see how people get inspiration from the tall buildings and stuff when you're seeing
Yeah.
the country.
Well, it's weird because Nashville nowadays, it's like, I mean, people, I'll say this, it's like, like true country music or whatever. Like a lot of people, think of Nashville as like evil and stuff like that. But, there's also a lot of really cool places to record down there that you like, they're not like the big, glitzy high buildings.
Right.
They're actually like people that have just like their own little studio there. And it's like, and they're in Nashville because Nashville really is like the music capital. Like
Right.
everything goes on in Nashville, not just country music, but like all music. It's like right there, and so it's a good place to be in the music industry. And I can see why people go there and I see why people record there because it's where everything is. But yeah, it's like, I mean, I agree, like, a lot of that stuff, a lot of, there is a lot of like probably music corruption in Nashville, but there's also some cool stuff. There's also like a real, like people who are really good pickers and players and just a big pool of like opportunities. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're
yeah,
hard up for somebody, all of a sudden, like, oh man, so and so can't make the record now, you could probably find somebody that's damn good to fill in.
Oh yeah,
last minute notice sort of thing. That's the beauty of that.
Exactly. No, that is exactly it. And so, I don't know. It's got some good things, it's got some bad things, but so does everything in life, I guess.
Right. So new music, you still got like a projected date or outline of when something new's coming?
Well, I was just thinking about this yesterday, actually. I have some new songs. I've got a batch of some new songs, but I'm still writing more. I need to write a few more and get it kind of I don't know, kind of put together into like I gotta plan it out, I guess is what I'm saying. I got songs, I'm writing more. The goal is to maybe get into the studio by next year, maybe the early next year. That's what I think my goal should be, which I just came up with just now.
Good.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I've been thinking about that though. Like right now it's just weird because I've been like in tour mode. It's hard for me to do both. I can't like relax and get creative when I have to think about being on the road in a couple of weeks and I have all this stuff I got to take care of, so it's like tough, but I'm trying to schedule time to, put my mind in this place for this day and then over here for the, you know what I mean? It's just kind of more organization and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd like to finish up some writing and get in there soon because I got some good ones so that I feel like are pretty good. I played a couple of them at Muddy Roots and I think people I think they dug them pretty good. So I'm excited to record them.
Yeah, you released back in the spring Life Sentence Blues.
Yes.
Is it going to be like an extension of that? Would be
Well, that song, the Life Sentence Blues was actually, I recorded that in like 2013. So I recorded that a long time ago with Tony Bones from Viva La Vox.
Okay.
They were at Muddy Roots.
Yep.
And so he used to play with me a lot. And we went into the studio and we recorded that live. And I just kind of had it. And so I released that on Piece of Pie Records. And that's, Xander Schloss. He plays in the Circle Jerks.
Oh yeah.
Plays with Sean Wheeler. Yeah. So like, he asked if I wanted to do like this really cool project for his label. And so what it is like you release a record on their label and all the proceeds will go to a charity. And so I really thought that was pretty cool. So I did that, and that's the song that we did. And the charity I picked was RAIN. It's for like sexual assault awareness kind of thing. And so any money that was made went right to them. So
That's cool.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of people on there now, like releasing records or not records, but like singles to benefit a charity. So I don't know. I just thought it was great. It's such a good idea, and I hope that they keep doing it.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
There's got a quick list of questions here that we normally ask everyone these.
Okay.
And they can be short or long, whatever.
Okay.
An artist you would like to work with.
Okay, so work with as like in what way? So like
Anyway, it could be music or a producer, and I mean hell, they could be dead or alive.
Oh, dead or alive?
You got two answers. I need one dead and alive.
Okay. So if I could pick someone to work with, let's start with the easy one, the dead people. I think that would be, if it could be anybody, it would probably be Hank Williams. It'd probably be Hank if I had to pick one. And then alive, right now, it's kind of hard to say. There's a lot of like, people that I think are pretty good, but who I really kind of like a lot right now is Coulter Wall. I think that I think he is really good. Like, I think that he is special, and I could see a lot of really great things happening for him. He reminds me of somebody who's just pure, like real, like, I don't know. That's just my own thing. I don't really know him, and I don't really know anything about him, but he just kind of comes off in the same way that I was saying that, Johnny Cash would come off.
Yeah, he's himself, and he's not trying to do whatever else.
And I like that. That's the kind of stuff that I like. And I like his voice, and I like his like delivery. So I would say if I could maybe choose anybody now, it'd probably be him. But then again, there's probably other people too that I really think are doing great. But yeah, I would probably have to say him. I think he's really good.
He is good. He paints a good picture when he sings his lyrics. Like, he takes you to that place.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's pretty, like, I think he's special,
Mm-hmm. And he's genuine too. I hung out with him after one of the shows. We went to the Duke's bar after he played at the Vogue and sold the place out. Hell of a show. Then we all went over to the little bar, honky tonk bar that's here in Indy, and hung out for a while. And he was great the whole time.
That's so cool.
Being normal,
Mm-hmm.
He had a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the kind of, I don't know. Those are the kind of people that I like to be around. People that are just normal people and not trying to, prove that they're some type of badass or, there's something to it. You got to find some type of like medium, I guess. Like, you can't be, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess.
I know what you're trying to say, because I think about all the time.
Yeah.
It's and me liking music, and I've wrote some stuff too. And one thing that comes to mind is something I was working on called Kill Your Ego.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you have to do. I mean, you can't sit there and walk around with your chest out because you wrote a good song, you know.
I know. I agree because really
We all put our pants on the same way.
yeah, exactly. We're all this, we're it's all kind of the same thing. It's like, I don't know. I just get turned off by people like that, like they have
Right.
attitude and stuff like that. Cause it's like, I mean, like, look, I get an attitude all the time, but like, I would never take it out on anybody else. Like you wouldn't know if I was mad, or I don't know. I just think that it's like, you got to be nice. You got to be cool. You just got to be, not to say that there's nothing wrong with having a bad day. I've had lots of those,
Right.
but it's just good to be kind,
Yeah, I agree. All right. Beatles or Stones? Which one's better? Or which one you like better, I should say.
I would probably have to say the Beatles.
Yeah.
Because I kind of, I went through like a pretty good Beatles phase when I was like a teenager. The Stones, I really don't know much by them, but lately I've been kind of digging it. So maybe that'll be like a new thing I kind of dig into.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beatles for
Beatles.
sure.
Okay. Everyone it's like 50-50 everyone I ask that question. Because me and my buddy, we have like this ongoing thing. He's more of a Beatles guy, I'm more of a Stones. And then it just, we both like both, but
Yeah.
Okay, what's another one here I got written down? What's an artist or song that you listen to that people wouldn't think you listen to? Something that's kind of off the beaten path.
Well, let's see.
These answers are always funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, because everything that I could think of, I feel like, well, why wouldn't I listen to this? But there's a song I really like that I fucking love. And it's like, the Digital Underground, the Humpty Dance.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love that song. Like it's fun. Like I could turn that shit on and fucking like, yeah, I love it. But maybe besides that, I don't know. That's probably be like the one big thing, like I don't know, the big weird one. I like the song Keep Your Hands to Yourself by the Georgia Satellites a lot. You know that song?
I don't think I know that one.
Okay, yeah, you got to look it up. It's like
I'll look it up after this.
Yeah, from the late 70s, maybe in the 80s actually. I can't remember, but it's just like such like a good, like in my mind, like some like redneck song, like, but it's so good. It's like such a good like smoky bar getting drunk song or whatever, and I really like it for just that reason. It's just good.
You guys should cover Digital Underground on one of your shows.
Oh my god, yeah, maybe I will.
Then you'll catch them off guard. Okay, what else we got? Okay, if you could wake up tomorrow and play an instrument perfectly, what would it be? Would it be that banjo? Fiddle?
It'd probably be fiddle, yeah. I just like it. Sometimes I do have dreams that I'm playing the fiddle. So I think it would be that. I think like if I could like wake up and play any instrument perfectly and be really great, that's what I'd want it to be. Because it's cool. Like I have a fiddle and I've tried to play it, but I just never really stuck with it and really tried. Very squeaky, but it's fun to play. It's like fun, you know what I mean?
There's so much history too with the fiddle. Yeah. I love that. I love that about the fiddle.
But I don't know. You're right though. I mean, banjo would be cool to know how to play too really well. I guess it's because like I feel like I can do the band. Like I feel like I could I could put in the work, and I think I could do pretty good if I just put in the work. Fiddle seems like miles away, Yeah,
I try to make one note on that thing and I just said, nope, I put it down. That's
Yeah.
not my instrument.
Yeah. They're really cool though. I should probably try to get better at that thing, but it's way down the list.
Yeah. Okay. Last one I got here is what's kind of the coolest thing that's ever happened to you musically, like career wise? Like, is there a certain tour or somebody you did a song with, or kind of like a highlight so far in your career?
That's a good question. I've had lots of cool things happen, you know. You know, I've had very interesting moments and met cool people, and not necessarily like they were famous, or just interactions with random people, and that turned out to be just like kind of like spooky and weird, and like just crazy interactions that ended up being like almost like a prediction of like future events. And I don't know, uh but I don't know, you know, I think that I haven't got to that moment yet. I haven't reached, I feel like, the ultimate moment for
Yeah.
me yet. I'm still, I mean, I appreciate every moment I've had with anybody, and like the cool people I've met and talked to and stuff like that. Um, but I'm still going for, you know, that moment, you know,
Yeah.
whatever that will be. We'll see, you know.
Playing on national television or something crazy like that or
Yeah, you
something.
know, standing on the Opry stage, or, you
Yeah.
know, like those kinds of big moments are what I'm trying to do. But, you know, also the little moments mean a lot too, and the people that you meet and stuff like that. Those all equal into the whole picture. Like every little interaction and every person you meet, big or small, somehow plays a part into your, like, you know, future, you know. So I don't ever dismiss any of those moments. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
The I had Leroy from Hellbound Glory on yet last night. We spoke.
Okay.
He said his was touring with Kid Rock. He said that was the best tour he's ever been on.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he
I
had a
could,
blast.
yeah. See, I'm trying to think if there's anything like that that I really like doing or felt like that was pretty cool. I don't know. That's a good question. Like I always like forget about things too. I always forget about cool things that happen to me because I got other things on my mind, you know. Mostly things that aren't real and will probably never, you know, like worries about things that I probably shouldn't worry about. But um I'll have to get back to you on that. Maybe I'll
Okay.
have to send you a message or
Well,
something.
I'll ask you a different one then.
Okay.
What song that you've done or wrote that you know are most proud of? If you could pick one song out of your whole catalog.
Okay. This is an easy one, but no one's heard it yet. It's one of my brand new songs called Bad Habit. It's a new one. I did play it at Muddy Roots, but it's just not on any record yet. That's probably the one that I'm so far the most proud of because um it's completely I don't know how to say it. It's just I feel like it's just a really good song. It's in my mind it could be like the perfect country song. I don't know if anybody else will think that, but I do. And I really can't wait for people to hear it. And I can't wait to get it on a record. And I mean, I feel like that's a big statement for me to say because I'm always chasing that perfect country song. I really am. And I'm picky. And so this one I feel like is a magic song. Like I feel like this, you know, is a really, really good one. So you got to be on the lookout for that one. It's called Bad Habit.
I think I
And
remember when you played it. Didn't you?
yeah,
You mentioned something. And you held up the bottle too. Is that?
yeah.
Were you talking about that kind of habit?
I might have. I don't really know what I say when I'm on stage. I just kind of blab and I
Yeah.
can't really remember what I say, but it probably might have been about, yeah, it's you just yeah,
Now I can't
but
wait to.
yeah,
It's gonna be
I
forever before I can hear it. Now you'll have me on
uh,
suspense.
yeah, well, you know, it's that is for sure I think the one I'm most proud of. Besides that, if I had to pick one besides one that you haven't heard, uh, I would probably say The Loneliness in Me, that song. That one, I feel like I like to like even when I write songs, I feel like it's like an exercise in like depending on what I want to write about, So like that one was kind of fun to do because I was trying to like be a little bit more like lighthearted and put a little bit more like wit in it, you know what I mean? And not necessarily be so somber and sad, which I love those songs, but I was like, I'm going to try to make something like a little bit lighter. And so like, it was an exercise and a lot of times, almost every song I do now, it becomes like an exercise of some type of thing I want to do. You know what I mean? And it's fun. It's like writing is really fun for me because I can, if I have a thought in mind and I try to accomplish it and then I do, it's really cool. It's a good feeling.
Right. Yeah, that's a great tune.
Thanks.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I really appreciate you sitting down and talking with me. I know we've been trying to do this for a little while.
Yeah, no, dude, thanks for having me. So,
I still have no voice from Muddy Roots. Like it's been over a week.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, the Muddy Roots will do that to you. When does this come out now? Was this going to be on like iTunes or
Everything.
whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're on all streaming platforms. At least I think I am. Hey, I'm new at this. I started this podcast during COVID for fun.
Okay.
And just being a music lover and just reach out to people I listen to or whatever.
Yeah. So who have you had on?
The video would be on YouTube.
Okay.
So
cool. So
we've
who have
had
you
like
had
16 people on so far.
Who?
So Coleman's been on a while back, right before he released Son of Sin. JD's been on, JD Wilkes.
Okay.
I'm really good friends with Sierra Farrell.
Okay, yeah.
So she was my first. She kind of helped jumpstart me. Kind of got me. I mean, her interview had over 40,000 views on YouTube, and no one even knows who the hell I am. So
yeah,
that was all her fans,
That's great.
She kicked it off, and I've had some. Who else has been our folk? It's been on. I don't know if you've heard them from Nashville. They're mixing like rock and roll. They're like a White Stripes meets country.
Okay.
Cowpunk music is what they were calling it.
Yeah. Okay.
They're cool. I don't know. There's Arlo McKinley's been on, John R. Miller. I'm doing Don Fleming's next month.
Oh, nice.
Hellbound Glory's been on. Yeah, just all kinds. And I'm pitting JD and Dom together. And then we're all going to talk about traditional banjo and history of banjo. So you might want to check that one out. We're just going to talk banjo.
Yeah, I will. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch those on YouTube or listen to them, I guess. Yeah. I like podcasts. They're kind of like, I'm just starting to kind of get into them now. You know what I mean? Like they're nice to listen to, just people, I can eavesdrop on everybody.
Yeah. It's great when you're driving, especially when you guys are on tour, you can just listen to.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Yeah. So it's been good. It's growing. So the support's been good. I don't have sponsors or anything, or
Yeah.
Very laid back show, as you can tell.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't want all the stress of, I already have a different job. This is just for fun.
What's your job?
I'm a taxidermist.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, like that. Wow. So what is your now I'm going to interview you now.
Yeah.
What is your favorite taxidermy, I don't know, what would it be called, project that you've done? Like anything cool or weird that you've done?
I mean, I work for my father-in-law, and his shop we've done everything from African game to big game. Wow. I've done life-size buffaloes to, just whatever.
Wow. That's crazy. So you have to that seems like a long process. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, anything that comes to us, you're going to at least wait a year to get it back.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's interesting. I
That's
didn't
pretty
know it.
cool,
I
though.
kind of fell into it. I didn't know anything about it growing up. Then so tedious work sometimes, but it's cool.
Do you work like a is it like a 9 to 5 kind of
Yeah.
a thing? Is it?
6 days a week I'm there.
Wow.
So
That's
it's
cool
it's a
though.
little different. A lot of people hit me up for the oddities, I'll get skulls and bear
Yeah.
claws and feathers, and so sometimes I make stuff out of that. And
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not like a hunter at all, but my dad was a hunter and fisherman, I mean, he wasn't like big into it for the game. He really did it to like support us as for food, for food. And I
hmm
mean, I grew up on venison and the
yeah,
garden that he grew and fish that, salmon and all that kind of stuff. And so after he passed away, there was some taxidermy. And I mean, I have like a pheasant. I think it's a pheasant down in the basement. And my sister has like this bass, and it's like I don't know what to do with it. You know what I
hanging on the
mean?
wall and look at it.
So I don't know. It's fine though. I think I got the cool thing though. Like I got a pheasant, a cool bird, if you know what I mean. And I'm not that I'm like into necessarily, killing animals I really am, but I won't get into that situation. But
No,
yeah,
that's
talking
fine.
to
It's
someone
not
who
for
does
everyone for
taxes for
sure.
me. Yeah, but
For me, it's more it is about the harvest, and there's so much.
yeah,
As long as things aren't going to waste and there is a need or an overabundance of a certain particular animal and everything's managed properly, I don't
yeah,
have a problem.
yeah,
So I don't
yeah.
trophy hunt. I harvest,
Exactly. That, yeah, or just for like the trophy. I don't like that, but I don't want to speak any more on that because that might be your like I
No, it's fine. Yeah, I
do
mean,
what you do, man. I'll do what I do. But yeah, no, that's cool though. That's interesting.
yeah. So, well, I hope to catch you on the road maybe this fall when you go back on tour. If you're around, I'll swing in.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. I can't, like I said, yeah, I'll probably be posting dates soon. So keep an
Cool.
eye out on that. I think I'm coming through Indiana. If not, I'm sure I'll be back there soon. I'd like to get into that Duke soon, so I'll,
Yeah.
I'll talk to them about it. But yeah, dude, thanks for having me.
Yeah. We'll be in touch, and um, is there a place that you can tell people listening where they should find your stuff? Is there a
Yeah.
particular website?
Well, I'm all over like, the streaming sites, but they can go to my website for like all information. So that's rachelbrookmusic.com. And then, from there they can wander around and check things out, or they can just do like a Google search and find me there. But
Yeah.
when is this going to come out?
That's another thing that's great. I just whenever I feel
Okay.
normally I'm pretty quick. I have a
Okay.
work thing Friday and Saturday, so probably this weekend.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let me know
Yeah,
when it
I'm
comes
pretty
out.
quick turnaround. So
Okay. Well, good. Yeah.
I'll send you a link.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
All
We'll
right,
catch you
dude.
later.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.